The name daddy longlegs is a relatively descriptive one. It is suggestive of a creature with legs longer than one might expect, and ask someone to describe one, and they will likely start with that feature exactly. Almost all envisage a daddy longlegs as a bug of some sort with excessively long limbs. Beyond that, however, the question of what exactly a daddy longlegs is will likely cause considerable debate. Many people feel that the answer should be an obvious one. Most people have seen a daddy longlegs. They would think that there should be little confusion. It's the sort of thing that you learn at a young age, so why would there be? Ask an individual and they will likely feel fairly confident in their answer, and therein lies the problem. When you begin to ask people what they believe a daddy longlegs to be, you will likely hear different answers. Colloquially, daddy longlegs is a name often used to refer to three superficially similar but incredibly distinct groups of arthropod. The first contenders are those spiders of the family Falcidae. These spiders are often found living in human habitations, with a distribution spreading right across the globe, barring the most extreme polar regions. Like all spiders, they spin silk, trapping prey before killing them with a venomous bite and consuming the liquefied remains. These spiders, besides being called daddy longlegs, are also sometimes known as cellar, carpenter, or vibrating spiders. Our next challengers for the title are an order of arachnids known as Apelidae, or harvestmen. Found on all continents except Antarctica, they are similarly widespread. However, they are notably not spiders themselves. Instead, they represent a group of arachnids distinct from both spiders and scorpions, having been present in the fossil record for more than 100 million years before the first true spiders. Unlike their spider cousins, they produce neither silk nor venom, and most possess only a single pair of eyes. The final contestants are the flies of the family Pulidae. Also known as skeeter eaters, mosquito hawks, or crane flies. Unlike cellar spiders or harvestmen, these true flies are in fact insects, not arachnids, and subsequently possess only 6 legs. Similarly found across the globe, crane flies spend most of their lives as larvae, sometimes referred to as leather jackets, before going through metamorphosis, becoming adults that resemble oversized mosquitoes and quickly dying. If you happen across a daddy longlegs and wish to know whether you are looking at a cellar spider, a harvestman, or a crane fly, it is often best to start with the appendages. If it's got wings, you can be confident that it's a crane fly, and if it's got more than 6 legs, you can be confident that it is not. Whereas crane flies start off with 6, both cellar spiders and harvestmen start with 8. Although it is important to note that it is not uncommon for either to lose legs and carry on living relatively normal lives. So just because it's got 6, it doesn't mean it's not an arachnid. It might just be an arachnid that's going through a tough time. Finally, you can also check the body. As insects, cranefly bodies can be separated into 3 parts: the head, the thorax, and the abdomen. As arachnids, cellar spiders can be separated into only 2. The cephalothorax, a combination of the head and thorax, and the abdomen. Harvestmen are similarly formed from 2 body parts, but the 2 are poorly defined, so they appear to have only 1. With their extended appendages, cellar spiders, harvestmen, and craneflies would all seem to have a fair claim to the longlegs moniker. Once you know what to look for, however, the 3 groups are fairly distinct. One is a fly, one is a spider, and one is neither. So with that being said, it seems reasonable to ask who the real daddy is. And for that reason, it makes best sense to take a look at the history of the name. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, today all 3 groups are regularly referred to as daddy longlegs. The earliest written reference to the cellar spider as such was in 1887. For the cranefly, it appears earlier in a systematic catalogue of British insects in 1829, pipping the spider to the title. The harvestman, however, appears before even that as a daddy longlegs in the 1818 British Encyclopedia. Whilst this may suggest that the harvestman is the original daddy, it seems that both the harvestman and cranefly appear before that point with a slightly different title of father longlegs, in 1746 for the harvestman and 4 years earlier in 1742 for the cranefly. So whilst the harvestman may be the daddy, it doesn't mean it's the father. This, of course, is only a record of written accounts referring to our long-legged friends. It is very much likely that the name found usage long before it was formalised in such a way. In that regard, it is almost impossible to determine which of our three contenders can lay claim to being the inspiration for the title. A name is a symbol, and the name Daddy Longlegs symbolises many things. In that regard, it is by no means unique. From penguins to panthers, language can change, and with it, a name's meaning. These changes are often uneven and particular, varying in time and space, and when it comes to Daddy Longlegs, there is no clear answer as to which one is right. Whether in response to the name you envisage a fly, a spider, or something different entirely, that decision is yours. Just keep in mind, when you hear it stated or speak it yourself, that others may be imagining a different creature altogether.